Woo! Did you switch back cameras on me?
Nope.
Oh, my boy Maury Povich in this
Hey,
thing.
man. You better watch out. I'm feeling different. I got me a whole mic.
No, that
You know what I'm
I
saying?
want me one.
I got me a whole mic. Different background, you know what I'm saying? Okay, different locations type. I'll be on the move type.
Hey,
Back in
man,
the day
yeah,
type.
yeah,
You know what I'm
type,
saying?
yeah.
Type shit. Yeah, you
Hey,
look like so
hey,
lucky,
W's in the chat, W's in the chat. Shout out
man.
to
You know
Kai.
what I'm saying? Oh, my restream doing that thing where the chat won't pull up now.
Oh, it did that last time, didn't
It
it?
did that for the album thing. There we go.
Oh, that's what it was. It was for the yeah. Everybody, before we do our introduction, let's give a huge shout out to my boy Vino Flight, who is went from Dallas to Los Angeles on vacation and still took the time out, man,
Yeah,
to
man. Still
come
got it.
and do this with us
The
and
grind don't stop,
for
man.
y'all. Hmm?
Grind don't stop.
No. You've been doing your other content too. That's why. That's why I was I seen you with the microphone. I said, "Oh yeah, you gotta have it for the
Nah,
show."
yeah, for sure. Sorry for having this big ass fan right here in the background. I hope y'all can't hear it, but it is hot. It's hot, bro.
Yeah.
This room is hot. Like I'm surprised. I am glistening. You can see it. I'm glistening. I'm
The other camera angle earlier when we was in pre-production and the lights was coming in. I said, "My boy shining, boy."
Wow, it's hot, bro. It is hot, dog.
But shout out to you though, man, for sticking through and doing this
For sure,
with
man.
us today. But welcome everybody to episode 120. God dang, episode 120 of the Don't Stop Me podcast. I am Peachy Perfect.
I'm Vino Flight.
And we have an awesome show planned for y'all today. This is so exciting. We have Elon versus Trump. We have the BET Awards. We have Apple's a new update and what that means for all the Apple heads out there right now. That's most of us. I know most of us. We're also going to talk about the Carter 6. We're going to talk about the NBA Finals. So we just have a fun show packed for y'all. So before we get into any of that cool stuff, make sure you like this video right now. Go ahead and like it. You ain't doing nothing. You watching us, just like the video. Just like it. Have you done it yet? All right, cool. Now leave a comment. Well, you ain't got a comment yet. The conversation ain't started, but leave a comment when that time comes. But most importantly, if you haven't and you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. It's free. It helps us out. We ain't got a Patreon yet, so you ain't got to worry about no monthly fees. So definitely Patreon coming soon though.
Yeah.
Tour coming soon. Don't cancel me, tour.
Yeah,
Coming
tour.
soon.
Yeah.
2032.
20,
2032. Hey
2030.
man, don't cancel me, tour coming soon to a city near you. 17 cities, 2 homies, traveling the country. Uh
Imagine,
jokes the story.
like, while we speaking that to existence,
Okay.
imagine, like, obviously, bro, things can happen, things can move quickly, bro.
Right.
But imagine that we like legit are like people actually will request us to be in a city to do a live show, bro. Or not even that, like just like other people reaching out to us wanting to interview us on their pod. Like just imagine like how fast that like it, can you
I would say to do a if we did a tour, if when the Lord blesses us with that ability to do a tour, I probably would cry after every show. I'm on tour. People bought tickets to come see me act a plumfool. And let me tell you now, I'm telling you right now, fly boss. I said fly. Right now, flight. I'm telling you right now. We get on tour. If I get a microphone and a stage and one shot in me, I'm acting a plum fool.
oh yeah, that's a given.
I'm gonna be all on the flow. I'm gonna be running from side to side. I'm gonna try to bring so much energy. I mean, the first couple of shows you're gonna be nervous. We both on stage. People out here came to see us. We would do our thing. But as I get more comfortable on stage, I would act a plum fool.
No, yeah. I could definitely see that, bro. I could
I
definitely
would
see
act a
that.
plum fool, dog. I'd be running. I don't know what I would do, but it'll be fun. I know that much.
I'd definitely be. I think I'd be nervous every time out.
I the first tour. Yes, I can see that for sure. For sure. Yeah, especially if we do
I'm
if we
nervous
do
every
20
time out.
cities, let's just hypothetically speak. We did 20 cities. I think I would be nervous the first like 6. But eventually I would catch on to
Oh, we popping 20 cities, bro, for a podcast.
it was a
We,
hypothetical situation.
I'm just
Nightcap
saying,
only had 4. That's
like
the
just
biggest show in the
yeah, just imagine us had 20 cities for a podcast. That would be insane, bro. We definitely broke the internet.
Nah, we would have definitely done that, which was fun, man. We'll see. Hey, if this is where our lane is, just content, I'm okay with that too. Whatever the
I'm
Lord,
fine with it.
whatever the
Whatever.
Lord's gonna bless me with, I'm okay
Facts,
with it.
facts.
Um,
Who am I to tell the Lord where I want to go?
May he knows not to put me on a stage and a microphone. He knows, because Lord knows what I'm gonna say. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But let's see. We got people in the chat. Mama in here. Your mama in here. She say hello. So hey, mama, welcome as always. You always showing us love. Casey, hey, shout out to Casey. Casey was with us for our we didn't. Well, we'll get to that in a little bit. For our Lil Wayne album party. And then shout out to my mother-in-law in the building. She checking in from Pearsall. She moved on us, so she's out there in the San Antonio area now. So
Am I
she's
back?
yeah, she left us. My wife is in here. Hey baby, hey baby. Lady Charles with the flames. I guess that's his way of saying hello. Um I don't think you should put never mind. And then we got Keys in the building. Shout out to Key. Key, you've been silent
Uh,
in the chat lately. I hope everything's all right. But thank you for joining into the chat though. Our quad squad chat. So you're still my dog. I don't care. So yeah, we got some people showing up. We had first of all, shout out to all the success that we had with our watch. If you missed our listening album listening party on Thursday, was that Thursday night, bro? Thursday night,
yes,
Friday morning,
Thursday,
technically. Thursday night, Friday morning.
Thursday
If you
night, Friday
missed it,
morning.
we was live from about 11:30 p.m. and we got off about 1:40 ish.
2.
Was it 2? I know I laid down about 2:30. So was it 2?
It was like 155.
Okay, sorry. So you're
Yeah,
right. So but we had God, it was so much fun.
it was too much fun, bro. Tired and
Man,
all, it was too much fun, bro.
tired and all. We had so much fun. For those who don't know, me and my brother Flight, we did a album watch party, album listening party, excuse me, for the Carter 6, where we kind of listened to the album together for the first time. And we were worried about copyright strikes and this and all that, but we had a freaking blast. Those who have been those who was in the chat with us, they enjoyed it. They commented. Everybody was giving their rankings. We were going through the album. We all I think we all, for the most part, kind of had the same feelings of the album. All of us that was at least the
Yeah.
folks that was chiming in.
Yeah.
We all kind of had the same. I know we're gonna talk about it here in a little bit more in detail, but I just wanted to give a huge thanks to everybody. Huge thanks to everybody who shared our video. We did have a viral video from this, 22,000 views, about almost 300 likes. So it was amazing. That is not the last time. I don't know what album we're gonna do specifically next, but I can tell you which album we are gonna do for sure, and that's going to be Drake. So then when Drake drops his new album, me and Vino have already talked about we're gonna make time to do that. So I was talking to Raven. I know we'll talk about it later. I was talking to Raven, and I forgot, bro, that I was supposed to do a live stream for the BET Awards this year.
Oh, that was
I forgot. Like when Raven, she had a text me. She said you should did a live, and I said I remember saying that last year that next year I was gonna do a live, and I just completely forgot. So I said next year. And I hate I missed this one though, but we'll talk about that later. But anyways, so Flight, since then, have you? I remember your initial thought. Well, if you could let the people know that wasn't there, what was your initial thoughts on the Carter 6? And then have you had any changes of songs that are you flipping your score on some things? Like just where were you, and then where are you with the album?
Man, so the initial reaction, first listen through. It was MIDI. It was definitely Sean Livingston mid-range jumper. Definitely SGA in the half court offense MIDI. It was very underwhelming for me. Then I tried to give it a listen like all the way through, and I just kept finding myself going back to the songs that I enjoyed. I think I don't remember what I rated Bells.
It wasn't bad.
Bells wasn't
I wouldn't say it was
bad.
about a 7. I think you gave it.
Bells wasn't bad. He was rapping on there.
So that one grew on you too.
Bells grew on me. I just don't like the LIL and hot as hell. Go so hard, our bars hit like barbells.
Okay, so but we said that during, I think I'm with you. I'm sorry to interrupt really quick on that particular song. We said that during the live stream that he was killing it. We just did not like the chorus.
It was the chorus, and like I don't know, man. I didn't really like the beat of that song. As far as Wayne's flow and him rapping, he was sliding. He was sliding.
Yeah.
But it grew on me a little bit. Nothing too crazy. I will say I didn't like the days the first time around. The days is slowly. I'm still not all the way, but slowly.
That one grew on me too.
Slowly growing on me.
These are the days.
Peanuts to an elephant. It makes me even more mad every time I listen to it. I'm more mad every time I listen to it. Every time I hear that damn elephant.
I love that video. If you haven't had a chance to go see that video on TikTok, I love that. I mean, that is one of the few. I have done this before. One of the videos that I'm editing, and I'm literally crying, laughing the entire time. While I was like, "Oh, I gotta add the elephants in here. That's gonna make it." Oh my god, that was so funny, bro.
That was hilarious, bro. Every elephant that popped up when the noise happened was hilarious, dog.
That was a great video.
Oh man, but I mean, I just honestly just been listening to the same, all the ones that I liked, and I mean, and for those that wasn't there, I'll go down like my list of what I liked out of the 19 tracks. I'm not counting King Carter, but I did like that intro. So welcome to the Carter. Now I like Bells. Hip hop. Sharks, Cotton Candy, Flex Up. Then I like Rari with Cameron Carter, the TikTok joint. I like that one. Maria, I was able to listen to it a couple times without hearing the opera. Like we actually listened to it, and then the third time I listened to it, I heard the opera again, but I do like Maria. I felt like Wayne and Wyclef definitely they was rapping on there. Then Being Myself, and then Written History. So it's that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now I went from like 8 to like 10 or 11 I can listen to
Out of 19. So
out of
that takes the
19.
album
So
from okay to,
yeah.
I mean, excuse me,
But
that takes the
I
album
will
from
say,
bad to okay.
yeah, but I will say like Bells, Maria, and the Days aren't going to be something that I constantly replay. So off of replay
Right.
value, I only
Right.
got 8, 7 or
I'm
8.
My list is similar to that. Of course, I don't know if you put this, but I like Being Myself.
Yes.
You had it on there? You did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Being Myself, but like you said, going back on it, I've been jamming Welcome to the Carter. Welcome to the Carter. That mud definitely
That mug,
that
bro.
that he definitely killed it. Also, Welcome to the Carter, the hip hop, Cotton Candy, Sharks. That's why I said the album started so
It was promising.
strong.
It was promising, bro. And when it got to Banned from NO, I think that's what we started like. And
There was a
then the
shift in
Days,
the atmosphere.
yeah. Then the Days hit, and it was like,
I like the
Then
days. Yeah, the days
then
grew on me.
he brought it back with Cotton Candy and Flex Up. But then when he
Yeah.
came out with that Island Holiday, it just went downhill, bro.
Yeah. Island
That Island
Holiday and
Holiday
Peanuts
might be
to an
the
Elephant are probably the 2 worst songs he's ever made.
yeah. I was about exactly. I
Oh, yeah,
agree.
that's what my bad. Yeah, that was
That's
2
exactly
that's
what
2
I was
worst
going.
songs.
Island Holiday and Peanuts and Elephant are the 2 worst songs on this album.
But people, of course, I've been arguing with people in our comment section on TikTok,
Mhm.
and they've been telling me, of course, and I'm listening to other people, and
Right.
music is like comedy; it is subjective.
It's
So a lot of
subjective for
people
sure.
feel like, oh, y'all being too harsh. Wayne. Well, I've seen some people. I think Casey's sister was one of them that was that said they enjoyed it. I had a homie from school that said he enjoyed the album. Like, y'all not listen. If you like the album,
Yeah,
say you
bro.
like the album, but don't tell us
Yeah.
we listening wrong.
Yeah, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like,
Yeah, I
if
think people
like it's like telling somebody how to walk or how to eat their food, like, bro, like,
all right. So
come
I
on,
chew on my
bro.
right side. Okay, I don't care if you chew
Okay,
on your
like,
left side.
I don't care. I don't care if you eat the fries before you eat your burger. I do not care.
No,
Did you like it? If you enjoyed it, cool.
you're absolutely right. And like I hate it's like you don't have to tell me that I'm listening wrong
Right.
because I'm a Wayne fan. So I think people be like, "Oh, y'all didn't." Oh, here's another one. Y'all not true Wayne heads. Like, no, I,
Okay.
I I have such a high expectation for Wayne. Don't I hate when people try to do this to you. They try to make you seem like you ain't creative enough to understand what Wayne did. See, you don't understand. See, he did an elephant because elephants got good memory and he don't write his raps down. So that's why he had an elephant. See, you ain't thinking about it hard enough.
Yeah, bro. If
Like, nah, nigga Wayne ain't put that
I
much
would
thought into
immediately
it.
exit stage left if somebody would have told me that. Because you're doing too much, bro. I don't care. And you realize that's only like the people that say that is only that's the ones that just be doing tricks on it when it come to Wayne, for lack of better terms.
Yeah,
They
and,
love
and,
Wayne so much they gonna do tricks on it. Like
and we
that's just like
all
with
like
anything
Wayne.
though. That's like with anybody though, right? I mean, just
Yeah.
imagine like LeBron fans, Kobe fans, MJ fans, like true fans who love these artists or these athletes or whatever. They are going to defend to the end of them. You know what I'm saying? So that's expected.
What do you have? I'll read it out. Let me know what you think. The album, this is Roy. The album wasn't really that bad. Some beats and some chorus was not great, but rapping wise, I think he did okay. We can't compare old Wayne to today Wayne. What's your take on what's your response to Roy?
No, I agree 100%. I don't think rapping wise it was bad. It was the
Right.
production that I didn't like.
Right. Yeah.
It was the production that I didn't like, and honestly, like the production wasn't that bad. I think it was just like, to be honest with you, Island Holiday really did it in for me. I was that Island Holiday was so bad.
You know what I think, Flight?
What?
I think too. I think I don't know if I apologize if someone said it in our comment. I can't remember where. I remember reading it in comments. I'm gonna just say it that way. I don't. I'm sorry. I can't give credit to who said it, but whoever said this, it might be one of the people on the viral post that said this. I said, well, they said, excuse me, and I thought this was so perfect. It should not have been named the Carter.
Mm-hmm.
Had it been named I Am Not a Human Being, had it been
Yep.
named something completely else, we would have been okay with that. The Carter
Mhm.
has a specific sound.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not okay. Yeah, it's a little different, but the type of music that he gave us on the Carter 6 seem more, some of the songs, especially the back half of the album, seem
Yeah.
more like a I Am Not a Human Being rebirth kind of
Type of vibe.
album. But they shouldn't, I think that is the perfect explanation. It's cool. The album
Yeah.
is cool. He shouldn't have just named it the Carter. The Carter 6 should have been nothing but him just killing it. And yeah, but this Casey, I want you to respond to this one. I believe in being open to a new sound or hearing an artist out for what they did, but there is a difference in art versus what actually sounds good.
I agree.
And then she said, just uh, to double back on that, I went into it knowing it might not sound like all the other albums, but it just wasn't for all caps me.
And you know what I'm realizing too. I felt like throughout the whole listening party, me and Casey was on the same wave. Like
Yeah,
every
yeah,
like from all the way down to the bars. Like we was like, yeah, that was it. That was a hit. This one was riding. This one, I'm cool on it. Like, and I agree with her statement 100% as well. Like, I'm definitely always going. I'm open to listening to something new. I'm not going to shut something down if I've never heard it, right? I got to hear it first before I can give an actual response. I can't immediately shut it down. Um, but also to her point, it wasn't for me. Like I just wasn't rocking with it. There, like I said, there were songs that have a high replay value for me. And they will go triple platinum in my car for sure, especially
right,
Cotton Candy. Cotton Candy.
right.
And also, side note, I remember saying on the listening party that Flex Up was the best song on the album.
Are you making an addendum?
I'm making an addendum. Cotton Candy is the best song on the album.
Really?
Yes. Cotton Candy is the best song on the album. From the bars to the beat to the cadence of how they flowing. Like everything about that is a hit. It could be played in the club. It could be played while you just riding. Like that whole his Flex Up is more so like a
What the world just happened
hey,
with that?
I'll get into that later. I'll get into that
Oh,
after
oh,
this.
so this is new. So
This is
yeah, you
I'll
can
get
stay
into
here
this
for
later.
free,
Yeah,
but
but
you ain't the only one here.
yeah. So, but Flex Up is definitely Flex Up is definitely like it's bars, and I think it's something that you got to like you chilling to. You can't play that in like the club or something like that. I don't feel like.
And
I,
I think I said I want to make an addendum too because I think I said "Being Myself" was my favorite song on the opening night.
mhm.
I'm still don't know what my favorite is, but I'm torn between two, and this is the more replay value, the more I've been listening to it, and that is well, I'm actually between three songs like "Welcome to the Carter," "Hip Hop," and "Sharks."
See, mine's
Sharks go
Welcome to
hard.
the Carter. Welcome to the Carter, Cotton Candy. And those are the two I've been back and forth on. Those are
Okay,
the two I've
okay,
played the most.
okay.
Those are the two I played the most. Then it
I
would
love
be
Cotton Candy too. Like
then it would be
yeah.
hip hop and sharks.
I
They
think I'm one of
tied.
the ones how I'm feeling in that moment.
Yeah.
Between I'm gonna say them four, I'm gonna throw Cotton Candy in there. So all right, well, good. Yeah, but I did take being myself out like you took Flex up. Though I'm gonna still listen to them songs, but they just
Yeah.
yeah.
Still listen
All
to
right.
it, but they not high. They've dropped down in the replay value. Still high replay value. Just Cotton Candy and Welcome to the Carter are higher.
Well,
They're higher.
for those wait, did I miss hold on. I feel like the chat okay, my chat tripping. Hold on.
Yeah, mine's been tripping. I haven't. Only time I'm able to see it is when you pull it up on the screen.
That's okay, well, I'm gonna keep doing it. But right now it's acting weird. Uh okay, I don't want to mess with it. I don't want it to because it seemed like it jumped like there was another comment, but I still see Casey as the last comment. So if you commented and it ain't popped up yet, we'll get to it. We're gonna move on, but we'll get to it. So let me know what you think about the Carter 6. Was it a great album for you? Did you enjoy it? Did you think it sucked? What was your favorite song on the album? Let us know in the comments below. Drop them down. Let me know what you think. Carter 6, Lil Wayne. He performed at the BET Awards. We'll get to that in a little
Yeah.
bit. But he
Yeah, I
did
heard about
perform.
that. I didn't get a chance to see it, but
Okay, wow.
there's a lot of them I didn't get to see, so I'm gonna double back on YouTube and look at it.
Okay.
But yeah,
But yeah, we'll get to that when we get to the BET segment. But really quick, man, just we'll spend a few minutes here. Just an NBA recap. We have the NBA finals going on. The Indiana Pacers versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. Of course, game one was in Oklahoma City, where the Oklahoma City Thunder were winning the entire game until point 0.3 seconds left in the game due to a Tyrese Halliburton amazing game-winning shot that will go down in the history books as one of the greatest game-winning shots in finals history, which put the Indiana Pacers up. Which gave the Indiana Pacers the win in game one. Of course, in game two, the Indiana Pacers was no match for the Oklahoma City Thunder, as they said, "No, you won't come back on us today," and they actually railroaded them in the second game. Flight, what do the Pacers need to do in game three to try to win their first game at home?
got to get Pascal Siakam going.
He got to get involved. I agree.
He got to get him. Got to get involved. I mean, because Indiana, they play as a team. I mean, that game one win, nobody hit 20. Nobody had 20 points in that game one win. Game two, I mean, they played pretty much the same way. Oklahoma City just played how they were supposed to play in game one as well. But for Indiana, they got to find a way to not turn the ball over and get Siakam involved. Tyrese Halliburton going to have to be aggressive a lot earlier. Can't wait till the fourth quarter and go crazy. I mean, I believe he had like 12 or 14 points in the fourth when it didn't matter. They tried to do the whole comeback kids situation again, and Oklahoma City learned from game one. They shut all of that down. So, yeah, I think it's making sure they maintain possession of the rock, not turning the ball over, and then getting Siakam involved and Halliburton aggressive early. Those are going to be like three of the biggest things in my opinion. And I believe we'll see that in Indiana. The energy is going to be up in Gainesbridge for sure. It's going to be interesting to see how Rick Carlisle adjusts from game two to game three.
Are they playing tomorrow?
Yes, they play tomorrow, 7:30.
Okay.
7:30 your time, 5:30 this way.
So they play. So if that's Wednesday, then the next game is going to be on Saturday,
Friday. This one has a 1 day gap.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I said. Because I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be Thursday, Sunday, Thursday, Sunday. That's what I thought it was going to be. Like Thursday, Sunday,
Wednesday, Saturday.
Wednesday, Saturday, but they did Wednesday, Friday, because then I think it's going to be Monday, Thursday.
I know it starts off like with a couple days, then it go back to this. It's gonna start.
Yeah, so I think it's, and I mean, I don't know. We can easily pull it up. I don't want to pull it up because it's tripping right now. But
okay, yeah.
I think it's Sunday, Thursday, Wednesday, Friday, Monday, Thursday, Sunday. I think that's how it goes.
Wait, say that one more time.
So it was Thursday, Sunday, Wednesday, Friday, Monday, Thursday, and then Sunday will be game 7, I think.
So game 3 is on the 11th. You're right. I think. Wait, the 11th is tomorrow, right? Yep.
Yeah.
And then the next game is on the 13th. Is Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Then the 16th, which is Monday, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the 19th, which will be Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
And then game 7 will be on Sunday if it's one.
Yeah.
Which they're going. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy that it's a 1 day. They had 2 in OKC between game 1 and game 2, 2 days, 3 days around there, and then it's just a 1 day.
Yeah, you should have the same
3 and
amount
4
at your own home.
So
yeah.
I mean, I know money is involved, and you gotta, it's other networks and I mean other events and stuff that they want to get on TV. I know there's money involved. It's just confusing, but I mean, it's not like they traveling either, so ain't a big deal.
I think looking into the game, I know game one I was really involved in looking at the stats, and I know that the Pacers turned the ball over 25 times, where most teams don't even turn the ball over like that in two games. Well, not most, but a lot of teams wouldn't turn the ball over, like, especially not no championship caliber team is not going to turn the
Right.
ball over 25 times in a single game. So the fact that they were able to win game one after losing the turnover battle 25-7, I really anticipated the Pacers coming out. I don't know what the turnover differential was in game two, but I do know that's the little bit that I know we were out to eat, so I didn't get to really focus on the game. I do know the little I was watching on my phone, they was turning the ball over quite often. Even in a little bit I was watching. So the Pacers, like you said, I think that's a great point. They gotta not turn the ball over. That's the biggest thing. Oklahoma City Thunder are great um at what's the word? That was a word I was going to say. I can't think of, but creating the word. The Thunder are good at creating turnovers and creating those in the passing lanes and stuff like that. But the Pacers are going to take care of better care of the ball, and Halliburton is going to be a little bit more aggressive. They
Yeah.
need you, buddy. They're gonna need you.
Yeah, they're gonna need them. They have. I mean, they did well. They had 15 turnovers this time
Okay.
around, which is around the
Okay. Yeah.
league
Yeah. Yeah.
average.
Okay. But
Terrible.
what was the Thunder?
Thunder had 13. So
Oh. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So
So
they did do better. Okay.
they definitely did better. Very odd. Well, not very odd, but a little bit odd for the Thunder to turn the ball over around that much. They probably turn it less around 10. Maybe 9. They take care of the Rock very well. But I mean, like I said, Halliburton got to get aggressive early. The only reason he had 17 is because he had 12 in the fourth, and they were already down 20. Siakam had 11, or excuse me, he had 15 on 3 of 11 shooting. That's terrible. Other than that, I mean, everybody else played decent. Except Obi Toppin had a big game one, 5 threes in the first game. He was 1 of 8 in game two. You would like to say that was one of the reasons why they won game one for sure. But one thing I want to say, and we can move on about the Thunder, is that obviously we know what Shea is going to bring. I mean, he set a record for the most points in their first 2 final games. You know, one of those pointless,
I didn't know that.
pointless stats.
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
first player to score 72 points in 2 games of their first ever finals appearances at the age of 26 while being 6'7" and 207. You know them stupid stats. But I mean, shout out to him. No, nonetheless, that's still a big thing. We know what the MVP
Get
is.
26-6 on a Tuesday morning.
Yeah. We know what the MVP is going to do. One person is Jalen Williams. Jalen Williams is going to have to bring it. I mean, Chet Holmgren showed up after only having 6 points in game one. He showed up in a big way in game two. But Jalen Williams, I mean, he had 19 points, but that 19 points was kind of a struggle. I mean, 5 of 14 is not a good look for 19 points. Are you taking 14 shots? I want you to have around 23, 24. And I mean, what you saying, Flight, that's only a 4 or 5 point difference. I mean, that 4 or 5 point difference is
a lot.
Is a 2 possession difference. You know, maybe 3 possession difference. You know, it's big. 14 shots, you only made 5. You wasn't really aggressive enough. That means you wasn't really at the line. You didn't do anything to get yourself to the line to get the jumper groove. I mean, still he played well in other areas. I just want to see the Jalen Williams that was an all-star, the efficient Jalen Williams. And once he does that, Chet hits 15. Obviously, we know what Shea going to bring. We know what the supporting role players going to bring, like in Caruso, Case, and Wallace. Aaron Wiggins had a huge game too. Huge game too. We know what the role players going to bring. If Jalen Williams gets a 20 ball, it's over. There's nothing you can do. Shea get his 30, Jalen get his 20, and Chet get 15 to 20. It's gonna get spooky for the Pacers. So game 3 is definitely gonna be interesting though.
I don't think I have much going on tomorrow. Like, well, that's not the reason I'm gonna watch it. But I know I'll be packing and stuff. I want to make it seem like, well, I ain't got nothing else to
No,
do.
right. I hear you. I hear you. I'm gonna be watching it from I'm watching it from graduation. My niece graduate tomorrow. At the time the game starts. So
because of the time difference too.
No, I mean the time the game starts 5:30. That's when graduation is.
That's what I'm saying because of the time difference.
Oh,
Because
the
for us,
time.
it's gonna
Yeah.
be
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah. So I'm
yeah.
I'm definitely gonna be tuned in until she get ready to walk across the stage.
Okay,
Uh, but yeah, shout out to
I'm
my
gonna be
niece.
watching it. Yeah, shout out to Niece for sure. I'm gonna be watching it. And I'm gonna be packing and stuff. So I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna have it on and watching that, man. I've been watching the NBA, been watching WWE. I've been all over the place,
Oh
man.
yeah, I gotta get a. I'm gonna have to tap in with you, tap in with Ross and Dub. Like I haven't been able to catch up lately. Torrin been keeping me up to date with what's been going on. He kept me up with Money in the Bank, what happened then, because obviously a lot of this stuff I was in the move. I was in traveling and whatnot, so I was on the move. But yeah, then I heard about who fighting at the next
Event.
event between I think Torrin told me Cena and
Yeah,
CM
CM
Punk.
Punk. I,
Yeah.
you're right, and it's gonna be exciting. And I think John Cena now has 18 dates left, 18 appearances left.
Yeah, yeah, man.
Um,
It's getting down to the wire, man.
it's
We under
getting it
20
down.
now. We under
I
20.
want to give a shout out to Ross and Dub and In the Clutch. Make sure
Mhm.
y'all please go follow their
Big
YouTube
shout out to
channel.
them.
Big shout out to them. Go follow their
Hello,
YouTube
governor.
page. Uh,
My my sister downstairs.
oh, she's here.
Yeah, she downstairs.
Uh, Shout out to Dub Ross and In the Clutch. They hosted an event at Social Beer Garden. Of course, Ross. I'm glad he told me. I missed their post. I'm glad he personally hit me up and told me about it. Of course, it was cool. My wife and I was able to go and support them and watch. I mean, it was a lot of fun. I was by myself, so I didn't know anybody. I kind of was making little friends with my people at my table. Like they brought some Jello shots and like my tables, some Latino people, and I was they put me in they cheers, little stuff like that. I don't know if
Yeah,
Ross done bought them, but they passed out Jello shots for everybody.
right.
But I had me two. I think the margaritas was like $6, so I had me two margaritas.
Yeah, he caught you a little vibe.
Yeah, Carl Levi. I was by myself, but I was chilling. But it was good energy, man. And the people in there when R Truth made his return, I posted it on the Don't Cancel Me page. And I posted the end of it when
Yeah,
he
it
burst
looked
under his
crazy.
mask. But
Crazy.
he popped up. I had to grab my phone, slide up. You know when you want your camera, that's when your phone want to freeze up on you.
Every
And then I
time.
was able to get imagine what it was like when he first bit. Man, I'm so thankful for them boys, man. They put the joy back in wrestling for me, man. And we had a great time, and they had a great event. And Ross, he knows next time. I'm at all them events. If I'm able to, and we ain't got nothing going on, I'm at all of them. And I shout out to Ross and Dub, and I told him next time I'm doing something at the house, I was going to invite them both, Ross Dub and his wife, to come
Yeah.
and hang out with us,
Yeah,
man.
I
So
got I'm gonna have to like definitely tap in to see when they're gonna do the event and then try to shoot down to the H to
yeah, I would be. I think
support
that I
too, for sure.
think they're gonna try to do SummerSlam.
Yeah,
I
is
think
that
that's
that's the
August.
next big event?
No, it's Night of
No.
Champions. I don't know what this new stuff is.
Yeah, that's what confuses me.
Yeah,
There's a
SummerSlam
lot
is
of
in
other
August
stuff.
though. So there's gonna be
Okay.
one in June. There's gonna be one in July, and then SummerSlam will be in August. And SummerSlam is gonna be a 2 night. I'm almost sure that they're gonna do one for SummerSlam.
Yeah, I might try to shoot down there for SummerSlam for
I'll
sure.
talk to them and see and let you know.
Yeah.
At least if they're
I
thinking about it, then we'll go
you
from
know
there.
what's crazy is I got a you remember the homies that I did the Rockets podcast with.
Yeah, that's not so unoriginal though. He got the clothing line.
So
Uh,
yeah, that's Tom.
I know what you're talking about. I just can't think of their. I'm sorry, I can't think of their channel
Justin
name.
and Kenny.
I can't think of the name of
Justin
their
and Kenny,
channel.
they it's I forget what their wrestling thing is. They do something with Apollo Houston though, but they be having they watch parties be going crazy too. And then they saw you was there with Ross and Dub for theirs, and they was over here talking about how like, oh man, we got to connect because I mean the rest of the parties for both of us, just combining them would be crazy, and then having y'all there, like it was a whole thing. Like they was already moving, like already seeing something. So who knows? Maybe SummerSlam could be a Apollo DCM in the clutch type of vibe. I don't know. I'm just
I
saying
don't
what
know
I was
about the
told.
wrestling, but I can tell you right now, If
oh,
this is breaking, I don't think it's breaking news. If you know me, then this is I don't you then you know this ain't no god doggone breaking news. But come
I got you on the Ray
September,
Bans. Yep.
when we suit up against them Los Angeles Rams,
Oh
we
boy.
will be live on this mother freaking channel,
Yes,
and
for sure.
I'm going
For
live for
sure.
almost every Texas game that's on the. I've already kind of made that in my mind. If it's home, I'm at the game. If
Right.
it's away, I'm live streaming. So.
Right.
And then
No, yeah.
hopefully we can do. I want to do something like that for the Super Bowl, but we're gonna talk, and that's gonna be something that's gonna come later when we get.
We'll figure it out. I'll
Yeah,
just know it's up. It's up.
just know it's up.
Just know it's up.
But yeah, that was fun. That was fun to talk about that. But yes, yeah, just shout out to Ross and them, shout out to Dub. Our Truth retweeted one of they Our
Their
Truth
videos?
retweeted their reaction.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. Ron Killings. So that was pretty cool. I'm glad them boys getting all the love and flowers that they deserve. And they also was able to be at DreamCon and got to mingle with some of the big time streamers. So that's also a fun experience. So moving on. Moving on now. Let's talk about the most powerful men in the world. Beefing up real quick. We don't have to stay here long, but I just thought this was too funny not to put into our conversation. So for those who don't know, Elon Musk and Donald Trump. We got the world's most powerful man, and you got the world. Is he the richest? Elon is definitely the richest.
If he's not the richest, he's second.
Thank you,
He
Flight.
got a lot of money.
For the sake of this arc, for the sake of this conversation, you have the world's most powerful man and the world's richest man. These two guys was involved in a better lack of better terms, a Twitter beef, where they both where Elon Musk was working under Donald Trump and he was working in his administration in a special government role. He was basically head of Doge. Doge is the American government, the Department of Government Efficiency. Basically, they go around and they try to find where the government is being wasted. I personally believe it was a great idea. They did find a lot of waste. Money was going to monkey research in Saudi Arabia. I didn't even know Saudi Arabia had monkeys. But this stuff like that. I mean, so much money. We're talking like $300 million for transgender research in Australia. So I was glad that it was some stupid stuff, but I'm so glad that they was able to do that and find this money and and whatever. Anyways, now Elon. So then Elon. Well, no, first Vivek Ramaswamy left. Vivek Ramaswamy. It was him, Vivek and Elon Musk running the Doge together.
Mm-hmm.
Then Vivek been left because Vivek was going to focus more on his. I think Vivek is going to run for president on the conservative side in a couple of years. I think JD Vance will probably run this next cycle, but
Mm-hmm.
you'll start to see the name Vivek in the next couple of years, and then of course Elon is stepping aside. I know the big beautiful bill is a bill that they're trying to pass in Congress, and Trump is so excited about the bill. Any president's going to be is going to be. Well, no, I know about the side of it too, but it still is. It's the pros and cons with everything they do. You know what I mean? Because hey, if we was on the other side, then yeah, these government employees ain't getting attacked, but all this money is going to the other side. So you're absolutely right. But now Musk stepped away, and it was weird because I remember at work, like I was walking by the TV and I saw Elon Musk standing up next to Trump and
Mm-hmm.
Donald Trump. I think they were doing a goodbye to him, and they shook hands. Everything was fine, and then
Right.
we get on Twitter, and it's like, "Oh, your boy in the Epstein files." Like, hold on, how did we get? How did we get? It was so weird to me. Like y'all was just working together. At principle, there's a bill Trump's trying to pass. And the reason why I said all of that is to set up the I think what I think is the core of their problem is that the bill is going to add a deficit to the country. So of course Elon's like, well, you hired me to get rid of waste, and now you're about to create a bill that's going to add waste. I think fundamentally that's where it gets. And I think, you got two men with two super egos. I feel like a lot of any powerful, like it's like what they say. I know Shannon says this about athletes all the time. The greater the athlete, the bigger the ego.
Right.
And I think it's the same thing when it comes to this stuff. The rich man, the president, the bigger the bigger the person, the bigger the ego. Tom Brady, ego huge, out of the world. He might seem like, golly gee, I'm Tom Brady. Hi guy, my name is Tom Brady. Now LeBron might seem like, oh, I'm gonna help the kids and all that, but them niggas got egos.
Facts.
And so I'm just using that as a comparison to this
Right.
particular
Right.
situation.
Right.
But man, what do you think about like just these two powerful men? Not nothing political, just all policies out. I just wanted to kind of give the basis of what was happening. But what do you think of these two powerful men beefing on the internet like
It's
like
not.
it's the shade room?
It's not surprising to me at all.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
it's something I honestly believe. Or when I saw that they was buddy, it's like that breakup is going to happen. It's inevitable. It's just a
yeah,
matter of when.
yeah, yeah,
And so like how they're arguing as far as like going to Twitter and
yeah,
Elon
yeah.
Musk shaking his hand and then 27 minutes later, yeah, Trump and Epstein files. I mean, it's not surprising. Like it's
Facts.
not. I mean, with them two, it doesn't. Nothing seems to surprise me, especially with their breakup and everything, bro. So,
One of them
yeah,
breakups, you kind of like one of
you
them,
knew it was gonna
like one of
happen.
them, but they seem like I watch a lot of this stuff, and they seem like they were like this was gonna be like a partnership for the ages.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what it
that's how
seemed
it
like on the
always go.
outside.
Yeah, that's how it always look.
True,
But
true.
but
I was
like you
just a little
said,
surprised when
that's two big egos, though, man.
you're talking. We're not talking about like LeBron James is the ego, Tom Brady is the ego, but we're talking about literally the leader of the free world.
Yeah, and the world's
He's
richest
the
man.
most richest man on planet Earth.
Yeah, bro. It don't matter. They
You
can
don't
still
get
get petty. They
your
can still
egos don't
get
get no
petty.
bigger than that.
Yeah, the egos don't get no bigger than that, and it can still get down to the most pettiest of ways,
Right,
like
right,
kid petty ways. You know what I'm
right,
saying? And that's, I mean, that's just what it is, bro. It was inevitable. Yeah,
right.
so.
And whatever side you are with policies, there's definitely right and wrong on both sides. As men, you can't, especially as two powerful men. No matter what we think about them personally, the fact is that these are two powerful men. Elon can snap a finger. They say Elon, ever since this happened, he lost. I think his net worth dropped $31 billion.
It
Mm-hmm.
was. I mean, it was dropping while he was there too. So
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that.
yeah,
But I
it was
also
dropping while he was
read, I don't know if you read this flight, and it was when we were out. They said Elon Musk is projected to. I want your take on this. I'm glad we're talking about this. Elon Musk is projected to become the first trillionaire by 2027. Flight.
there.
Can I say it one more time? Can I say it one more time? Elon Musk is projected to become the first trillionaire
It's crazy, bro.
by 20 like this. Well, we in 2020. My watch dead. We in 2025.
I mean, it's about 2027.
But I saw that and
That
I
shit's
was like,
crazy, bro.
I hate that we were out. That would have definitely been a topic of discussion while we were out.
Trillionaire is insane.
Trillionaire is
He
insane.
has, I think his net worth is like 390 billion.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro. Like, come on, bro. And the fact that like I don't that
There's
shit
so
just
much
makes
money
me,
you
it,
can't
it just
even
makes me mad, bro.
you can't even fathom it.
It just makes me mad. That I can't even fathom. Bro, right now, I legitimately can't even fathom. If you gave me $10,000 right now, in my hand, I wouldn't know what's I know I would pay off some stuff, but like I'm shaking. I'm shaking, bro.
10,000 flight, you shaking?
I'm shaking just because like that's stuff I could clear up that I didn't know when I was gonna be able to clear up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm like that with $1 million. If you was to give me a suitcase of $1 million,
yeah.
I would be like, that would seem like a lot. I mean, of course, like when I was younger, and I'm sure you can attest to this too.
Right.
We used to think $1 million was a lot of god doggone money. But when you really look at it, $1 million really not a lot of money.
I mean, I think that's really $1 million was a lot of money to us back then growing up because of how everything was. Now,
What true. Well, true. Well, we're
Yeah,
also
true. A
older now too.
million.
I think
And
it's
we're
more
all, yeah, we
expensive. Yeah.
understand. Yeah, we
Yeah.
understand what things are, what it costs and everything. We were naive back then. Uh
If somebody gave me $1 million, I promise you I would spend that $1 million in 10 minutes.
no, it's
I'll
easy
go
to
buy
do.
me a house and a car. The money gone.
Money gone for sure.
That fast.
Yeah, for
That's what I
sure.
mean by like how fast.
Yeah, how
Yeah.
fast it can go. Yeah, it definitely can go fast. I mean, because you know, obviously, if you just like, we're giving you this million and that's it, like, no restraints or anything, like, yeah,
Right.
you can spend that
No
quick. I
taxes
mean,
either. I need the
no
whole
taxes. Yeah, I
I need
need
the
the
whole
whole
one
meal.
comma zero zero
I,
comma zero
I need
zero.
the whole meal. Like, even if you're taking taxes, after taxes, it needs to be a meal.
Right. So I need
Like that's
1.3.
I need 1.3. Take that 300K and I want my meal. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? And you're right. The meal could go fast, bro. The million could go fast, but
I think
I
it's
mean,
someone
it's
if
it's
somebody
that's
gave
a,
me
that's a
100,000.
lot of money, bro.
Yeah, no, facts. No, yeah, definitely. If somebody gave me $100, like, okay, cool, whatever. Okay, somebody gave me $500,000, like, whoo, life changing money. Somebody gave me $1 million, like, yeah. But as you continue to grow, 10 million. Somebody gave you 10 million. Somebody gave you 100 million, 500, five. Now we're still in millions. Now you're talking about a billion. You're talking about 10 billion, 20 billion. Now you're talking about what was it, 300 and what did you say?
300. I think it's like 390 billion, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're no.
Nah, man, listen.
Yeah,
I say $10,000. I would know. I would just pay off stuff. Something is getting paid off.
fact. Well, yeah, with that amount, facts for sure.
But also,
For
I'm
sure.
smart enough to understand that things are going to get with the money I have now, which isn't a lot. I'm investing, so like I understand how to be able to make the dollar stretch. Now, I'm still learning and other things, but I'm not going to just take it and go crazy. Like let's be real. Like if somebody really was to present me with 10 racks, there would be some to the side to invest for sure.
And
But
we're not necessarily talking about the
not necessarily
investing
talking.
part
We're
of it.
just
We're
speaking off
having
the cuff,
fun with
off the
the
dribble.
luxury
Yeah.
part of it. I think I lost your flight. Did I lose you? Chat, y'all still hear me? Is it just flight that we lost? Is it let me know. Let me know. Is it me? I don't know if it's my computer or if it's flight computer. Let me know. Chat, let me know something. Flight got this. He froze on my screen with like he about to say a F word. Oh, I don't know what he about to say, but let me know. Let me know if I lost him. I don't want to take him off if he ain't. But chat, in case let me know if we lost him and I can continue. I don't know if it's me. I don't know if it's him. If it's him, okay. Well, I guess that just answered my question. It's just like, all right, thank you very much. But yeah, no, we're talking about. I was just talking about, just like we're just talking about the fun luxury part of it. Uh, Okay, thank you, Key. We're just talking about the fun luxury part of it. When it comes down to purchasing like stuff like that, like how fast money can go. Of course, we can invest in and stuff like that, but just how how just money in general it can really is not really a whole lot. Yes, come on now, guys. I understand. Somebody give us give you $1 million, you can make it stretch. And you could just live like an average lifestyle. What's up, like you can live like an average lifestyle and everything could be cool. If you had $1 million, you could definitely make it stretch. But that's not what we were talking
Thanos
about.
snapped his
We're
fingers,
talking
bro.
about $1 million. You know what I'm saying? I'm going here, tennis chain. They say athlete money different because they diamonds be dancing. That's what that's the kind of energy I'm about to be on. But
All right, there we go.
you back? You back?
Yeah. Thanos snapped his fingers. I'm telling you.
That's all right. That's all right.
Side note. Let me go ahead and get this off.
Yeah.
Remember how the door just randomly closed, right? All day today, it's been nothing but like random stuff. So
weird ghost activity.
Yeah, weird ghost activity. Shout out to my dog Quay
Paranormal activity
and his lady Steph. Like, they let us crash at the crib and everything while they gone. But and the house is nice. But it's been a lot of paranormal activity going on in here. You got the little pet toy camera thing going off, just talking. You got Alexa just saying whatever randomly because she feels neglected. They communicating with each other. You got the Roomba thing talking here and there. The door closing. It's too much, man. And now the internet just ran. The internet ain't did nothing. We've worked 2 days, full days, no problems.
Yeah, you stand at the house of Ed and Lorraine Warren from The Conjuring.
Hey, bro, it's like what was that Disney movie? Smart House?
No, your house. This ain't Smart House though, ain't
No,
it?
no. I mean, it's it's a
Yeah.
mix of Smart House and Paranormal Activity and The
Facts.
Conjuring. It's a mix of all of that.
Well, I hate you. I hate you going through that, brother.
But also on top of that, they cool because they ain't messing with us. They like doing little stuff like that.
Yeah. So I feel the same way. I can stay in the house with the ghost if he ain't bothering me.
Bro, like just don't harm me. We just vibing out, yo. That's
Yeah,
it.
like,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Just
Do your thing, make the technology talk, close doors here and there. Just don't just not too crazy.
don't tug on me. Don't put your
Yeah,
hands
man.
on me.
Let me
That's
sleep.
all I ask. Don't put your hands on me, ghost.
Yeah, that's it, man. Cause I
Don't
ain't
put your hands
bothering
on
you,
me.
bro. I'm not bothering you, bro.
I don't mind staying here with you, ghost, but don't put your hands on me.
Yeah. Leave me
I
alone.
should be walking and get a push in the back or something.
Yeah, for no reason. I'm walking down the stairs and I end up, landing head first on the wood floor.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro.
Now,
Like,
if I walk out the room, ghost, and you slam the door behind me, I'm gonna laugh with you. Oh, that was funny, ghost. Ha ha
yeah,
ha.
yeah, you know what I'm
It
saying?
is what it is.
Just like y'all did earlier. We was watching TV and Alexa and the pet camera thing started talking.
Yeah.
Me and Kate looked at each other, laughed, and we kept vibing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
unplug my fan or something at night. Just like play jokes on me. Don't get personal with it.
Yeah, don't
That's I
get
got a problem.
personal. Don't get personal or physical. Like,
Yeah, facts. Personal, physical. I like my ghosts non-personable, non-physical.
yeah, I like my ghost funny. That's it. Funny as in comedy. Ha ha.
Let's we're gonna move on to another rich man, Tim Cook.
Oh shit.
Let's move on to Tim Cook now. This is something new for our channel. We've never done this before, but Apple has released their new iOS update, and they had the Worldwide Developers Conference. It's a conference that they do every year where they announce the new operating system. This year was a big difference because they definitely changed the name across all of their operating systems. So now they're going with the year. So now this year they're releasing was the first release with the new name, which is iOS 26. iOS 26 had a huge update, had a huge reveal at Apple's conference. Of course, the Apple's is one of the things. This conference and then their September conference is the two big conferences of the year, and you normally can get an idea of what the new phone is going to look like with this iOS update because it kind of lets you know what we're looking like. So what happened?
My sister just put in the chat. She said the room be yelling at them right now.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's insane.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I probably would have got a hotel, but I understand why you staying. But of course, it was a big update. I was able to catch up on a lot of it. New glass technology. Apple. We've talked about this on this podcast before. Apple, and they do stuff, and they just create the most simple names for stuff. It's like now we have a new technology where things see. This is our glass software. Like, okay, it's like we could have probably thought. I was a little disappointed. Well, maybe the product is not coming, but we'll get to that later. But Flight, from what you have seen on the iOS update, what was one of your biggest takeaways from the new Apple? Because we are iPhone. Let's get this out the way. We are iPhone owners.
Yes.
We've been iPhone owners for, I would say, a good amount of time, right?
A good amount of time, yes.
Okay, so we are Team Apple. So if you are Team Android, this is the time where you can go take a boo-boo break because we're about to talk about the next update for Apple. That's what we don't care about what bomb codes that they put into y'all Samsung Galaxies. So what was your biggest takeaway from the WWDC Apple conference?
I'm still going through everything, obviously, because just like you, I'm still catching up on everything. But one thing, as far as like for me that I really enjoyed was like the screening, the call screening.
Okay,
I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the fact that I'm gonna have a secretary. If I'm on hold, I could put them on hold too, and I can go about my business and get notified whenever they back on the phone. I thought those are two things that I thought was dope. I seen something about CarPlay. Something about like tap backs or something with live activity. Uh, I seen CarPlay was look. I don't know how I feel about the design yet. I think I got to get that in hand. I got to actually update it and see how that's gonna flow. I don't know how I feel about the whole design of everything. But I mean, I generally like everything that Apple puts out. I'm never really just disappointed with any of their big updates. So especially now that I got a MacBook again, I'm excited with uh Mac OS 26 and everything. So still going through it to see if I really would like it, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna enjoy this new update.
There was a couple things that stood out to me. For those who probably don't know this, no, they're not coming out with no flip phone. The Apple
That
with
would
this
be
flip
lit.
phone.
I'm rolling. You know
What?
what they need to do? If they come out with a sidekick,
That's too much.
I'm rolling.
That's too for the
I'm
nostalgia
rolling.
fact of it.
Yes, I'm
That's
rolling
too
because
much.
I
I got
never
time
had
to be
it.
flipping.
What you mean? See now you didn't you just now you lazy because we just here just we want things to happen quickly. You mean to tell me you can't just
No, when I
that's it.
pick up my phone,
You do that with your controller on Madden when you're trying to hit a spin move. You can do that.
no, that's different.
Ah,
When I pick up my phone, I'm ready for it to be able to do what I need to do. I don't got time to be
you
trying to
still
flip
can.
and
Like, what you mean? You can
no.
still do it. It has a touch functionality
The,
of it.
the sidekick was cool for its time. I don't need that no more. I don't need it no more. I don't need the flip. It's just think of it. Oh, flip. Hello. It's just too much. I know I sound like a millennial right now. I know I do, but
That's
that's a
funny.
lot. They do have a feature where now you'll be able to, if you have AirPods, you'll be able to, if you have a video like your camera set up, you can start your camera by tapping your AirPods.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Um, which I think that'd be really cool, especially for like setting up your phone and you're out taking pictures. Then it's like I'm sure you can put the timer on and then just boom. And I know you can do it from your watch. Of course, that's already a thing. You can look and see what the picture looks like on your watch, and then you can snap it. But just to have that extra feature for people that have AirPods, um, it would be different. Nah, facts. But the thing is, they didn't hear it.
They don't need to hear it.
It's for
They
you.
just need to hear the fact that you hung up on them. But the feeling you got from closing that phone with aggression when you was angry, it was a satisfying feeling.
I agree with that.
So, like, I mean, they still gonna feel a certain type of way of you hanging up on them. But if they know you got a flip phone, then they can imagine how you hung up on them.
Like you said, the screening calls
Yeah.
feature is amazing to manage unwanted calls. I'm looking here now. This is pretty cool. That I know they did a lot with messages as well. So now you'll be able to put backgrounds on your messages, which I don't know if I think Android might have had that already, but who cares? This ain't they part of the show. Um, we have it to where you can put backgrounds on your messages, which is I think is a really
That's lit.
dope feature. And then they have where you can look. I didn't know this. They have where you can put polls in messages now.
I didn't see
Which I
that.
think
Okay.
yeah, like this guy has a what should we do for our weekend trip, and he has relax at a spa, hit the open road, go camping, and the chat can vote on it. So just like a YouTube channel and stuff like
That's
that.
gonna be dope. I
Yeah,
like
I definitely.
especially for like our group chat. Let's say just throwing stuff out there. Let's say PPW. And throw that out there. Hey, what y'all thinking about Friday? Bow, 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 and we
Right,
can all
right.
vote on it there. And then ain't gonna be no. I thought somebody said this. Like you can get everything in the poll right there. You get all the answers. So I think that's a dope feature for sure.
No, I definitely agree. And then I look at like too, like even from a sports perspective. All right, who y'all got winning the game this weekend? Just see what, just vote on it. Just having that extra accountability because we know who voted for who. But the
Yeah,
dynamic, I remember you were reading earlier before the show that I know they did some stuff to Apple Music. I'm really impressed what they did to the Apple CarPlay, and this is gonna sound crazy, and I guess I never thought about this until they announced it at this year's conference. I didn't realize that. Why didn't we have this to begin with? But I'm so happy that now with Apple CarPlay, of course they redid the whole design, so it's going to look completely different. But now when someone calls you, it does not take up the entire screen.
Oh, yeah.
I never knew. I never realized
I didn't.
that it was doing that.
Once you said it, I was just like, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, but now like when you got your maps up, you can.
I'm trying to think. Maybe I'm trying to think because I honestly believe in the whip that I can just hit like the home button and I can still have the map pulled up. It won't be.
They got that try option where you can have
the
the
try
map
option. Yeah.
But now, like, but still, I think even in that option, when somebody calls you, it takes over the entire screen.
Okay, yeah. I never really.
Mhm.
Oh, now that I think, yeah. Okay, that's huge. That's huge.
That's why I said that was it's something
that's
so
huge.
small, but that's gonna make being in the car a lot more convenient. Like, so now if I'm
Right.
I missed my exit a few times because people call me. I'm exiting 0.4 miles, and then somebody calls me. Boom! I didn't miss my exit because I'm flying.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
doing something like that, I think was a big thing. So I think that was like the biggest thing that I was the most excited about. Of course, just the redesign, but it makes me with that liquid glass thing that they're doing. It makes me wonder what the iPhone 17 is going to look like, because that is going to be the next one I'm going to get because I still have a 13. And so I was talking to Chad about getting a new phone, but at this point, I might as well just wait
Might as well wait.
till
Yeah.
September. And I'm really excited to see because the 17, I'm excited to get back to what I need, get back to my big Pro Max. So
Yeah,
shout out to Apple.
I just updated too, so if it's got to be crazy for me to want to get that mug.
I know with the iPad, they made the multi screen and what do you call it when you working multiple things at one time? What do they call it? I can't think of the actual phrase that they call it, but basically they did a lot of updates to that too, so that way working on multiple things is a lot more fluent. Multitasking. That's what it is. What?
The key.
If your exit is 0.4 miles, you should be. Hey, Key, this ain't about that. But yeah, so shout out to Apple, man. Shout out to Apple, and they're doing what they're doing. Of course, when they release the new phone, we'll be here to break it down, talk about it. I can't wait. I'm excited to see the iPhone 17. Listen, yeah. After the Carter 6, we talking about everything. Whenever something new come out, we breaking it down.
Nah, for sure.
And Apple, everybody has an iPhone. Everybody has an iPad.
The majority of the world has an iPhone. I
Correct.
feel like.
Correct. I definitely agree with you. So let me know what y'all think about the iPhone. The iOS 26 update. Are you excited for it? Is there features on there that you're gonna use? Like I said, I think the clicking on your ear, if you have, I don't have AirPods, but for those who do, clicking on it to take pictures and stuff, I think it's gonna be pretty dope. I don't need it since I have my glasses.
I mean, I got the first one.
The first
AirPods.
Oh.
Because I got those and I got the AirPro or AirPod Max.
The headphone, the big ones?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know you had some of those.
Yeah, I got those. It was like after we got married, we was getting ready to go on a honeymoon, and I was like 9-hour flight. It's like we gotta have something. I need headphones that's gonna shut out everything.
Are they worth the money?
Yeah. For me, I enjoyed them thoroughly. I mean, I'm sure there's other ones that do the noise canceling and everything, but
I know the Bose Q something 35. I think they have really good noise cancellation as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they run about 250, 300, something like that.
I mean,
I know them Maxes is what, $499, something like that.
I ain't pay that much
for that.
Yeah, I ain't pay that much. But
and the rumor is going to be that they're going to release the glasses, and the glasses going to be able to have like the screen, like the big
kind of like the
goggles.
Like, okay, if they
like the Ray-Ban glasses,
if they release the glasses, I'm in.
I said the same thing.
I mean, bro.
I feel like they're gonna be $11.99. I feel like they're gonna be
that's the thing, bro. Like that was the thing about the Ray-Bans. The Ray-Bans is like you get these glasses, but it wasn't crazy.
It was affordable in a sense.
It was affordable in a sense.
$2.99.
Yeah, man. They gonna come out with these
Apple glasses.
That's my biggest thing. That's my biggest gripe with Apple. Is like they know who they are, and so they gonna hit you over the head, and they can get away with it.
But that's a word though. That's a word though. When you know your worth, don't you lower your value for
Don't you lower your value.
nobody
Come on
else.
now. Come on now.
Whatever you are worth in your life, you
Uh-huh.
need to be like Apple and maintain your worth.
Come on now.
Don't sell it for $299 if your value is $1,299.
Come on
Apple
now.
is true to themselves. They built themselves up from the ground up, from a garage all the way in
Mm-hmm.
a countryside town. And now they are a multi-trillion dollar company. They know their value. And they don't care
Mm-hmm.
about what I think. They don't care about what Flight think. They don't care
Mm-mm.
about what Casey think. They don't care about none of y'all because they know that their value is higher than what you deem it as, and they're not going to lower it to meet your standards.
Yeah. Come on now.
That's a word.
Come on. That's a word for
That's a
sure.
word.
Come on now.
We all should take a lesson from Apple, and we all know our values. Don't lower your value for no one else because you have the value for your life.
Come on now, real.
Y'all get that on the way home.
They gonna catch it on the way home.
Yeah, y'all catch that on the way home. So moving on now to the last thing. Listen, last night, Monday night, guys, was an epic night. It was an epic night for Black culture. Last night was the BET Awards. 45 years as a network, 25 years. Was it
106 in Park.
Thank you, of 106 in Park. It was an amazing show. I didn't watch it chronologically. I turned in a little later, but I ended up going back and watched everything that I missed. But what a show it was, man. And of course, I killed the BET Awards last year because I always have an issue with them because no one shows up to this stuff. Everybody, it's supposed to be. I feel like the BET Awards is supposed to be the Black excellence, and we're gonna get into a lot of the different things that I saw last night. But it's supposed to be Black excellence. It's supposed to be the best of the best. To me, it should be Drake should be out, Jay-Z should be out, Beyonce should be out, Chris Brown and I know he's dealing with something right now, but he should be out. And it should be celebration of all these people and Black excellence, and you just never get that. It's like, who won best hip hop? Drake. Drake's not here to accept this award, but I will accept it on his behalf. Like, we get tired of hearing that every single time. Me and Raven, I said this last year, then Raven said it again this year in our group chat. If you're not there, you shouldn't get the doggone award.
Yeah.
Or unless, like, if your reason, like, if you're not there, you shouldn't get the award unless you're filming a movie or on tour.
Like schedules conflicting.
Like, true schedules are conflicting,
Yeah.
not because
Not just made up schedule conflicting.
right. It's on the internet. We all can see. Kendrick Lamar made it.
Yeah.
Him and SZA was there, but able to be there. But of course, the award show, they got the best host there is, Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart, I just think he does a great job as a host. He just keeps the crowd going. He keeps the energy up. He breaks the ice in the beginning, which is what I'm going to now. And oh my God, man, he was like, we did this on a Monday, so there won't be any after parties.
Yeah.
He said we learned a lot about people, aren't we, y'all?
Yeah.
It was so
and then he said that's why I made sure that we all had the driverless cars to take y'all home. Go home.
The Waymos, is that what
they had about 25, 30 Waymos just in that shot. Get everybody go home.
Right. He said there's no driver that can't be bribed.
Mm-hmm. There's nothing you can do. They taking you to the destination that is there.
He said there's no pink stuff like what Cardi B had.
Yeah, like call her out. Like, yeah, what is you doing?
And somebody said, I was talking to somebody at work today, and they were saying how they thought it was a little cringy because he made that stroke joke to Jamie. He's like, Jamie, I forgot what he said. Jamie, you're Jamie surviving a stroke. Some I forgot how he worded it, but he was basically called Jamie. I can sense the crowd getting a little tight when he said that, but I'm like, y'all don't know Kevin Hart and Jamie Foxx's relationship because there's a funny video. If you have never gotten a chance to watch it, type in Kevin Hart versus Jamie Foxx roast. And there's no visuals. It's just audio. and it is so funny. It's Kevin Hart versus Jamie Foxx, and they're killing each other, and that's just their relationship. But Kevin Hart killed it as always, man. And I'm gonna jump around here a little bit, but the 106 performance was amazing. Ashanti, B2K, bomb, bomb, bomb. Of course,
Bow
Mr.
Wow.
106 in Park,
Yep.
man. Bow Wow came out with so much energy, man. And he
That's a cold ass nickname, by the way. For the culture's biggest night,
yeah,
Mr. 106 in Park. I mean, because he was number one
yeah,
for weeks every time he dropped a song. He had a crazy following. But yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I do agree with. I was listening to the Breakfast Club more Jess Hilarious. She said that one person that was missing, and I thought about it when she said. I was like, yeah, if I had to pick one more person, I probably would have had him doing it, and that was Mario. Mario should have definitely performed Just a Friend.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
when she said that, because she said that because he's from Baltimore, she's from Baltimore, so she was like, she was like Baltimore should have been there with Mario and da da da. And when she said that, I was like, I feel like every time I remember that song, I remember seeing it on 106 in Park.
Yes.
That was such a huge song, and I feel like he would have killed it. That would have been
He
a
would
dope
have.
performance.
Yeah.
Ti performed, kind of what we started the show off with. Lil Wayne performed his Carter 6 song. He performed. He came out with King Carter.
Okay.
I think he had the same woman that was speaking. She was the one that she was out there. She spoke, and then he went right into Welcome to the Carter with the choir and everything, and then he hit with the Millie. Of course, the Millie shut the whole place down. When you hear that a Millie, a Millie,
Yeah.
a Millie, I was lit. I was in the chair like, yeah, I loved
Turned
it.
up.
Um, what else? Who else had a performance? The one I want to talk about the Icon Awards. No, before I get there, Rap City, the Rap City basement, the Rap City basement. Tigger came back and they did like a little tribute to that, and Ludacris absolutely snap. Oh yes, they
That's what
did.
I didn't get to see.
They did say that, Raven. You're absolutely right. Jess Hilarious and Charlamagne, they did. I want to say this. Charlamagne, Charlamagne really is funny. Like the more I listen to him every day, though, he really has great jokes. But that's just I just have to say that. But yes, Raven, they did say that he did perform in the pre-show, but that should have been a main stage performance. Um, you say you didn't get to see Ludacris,
I didn't get to see the whole
the Rap City.
yeah, I didn't see the
It
rap
was
shit.
just Ludacris and then Chocolate Dropper. So, yeah, that's all it was. But hey, Luda, I got so hyped, and what people don't know, if nobody doesn't know this, but Ludacris was my favorite rapper growing up.
Yeah, mine too.
Okay, so I think I don't know if I told the story. I think I told the story on here when I bought the Ludacris CD,
Mm-hmm.
and it was and the first track I had put my headphones on. My mama, she said, "I'm gonna take it by me." I put the CD. And the first track on there was "The Royal Penis is Clean, Your Highness. Thank you, King."
Thank you, King. Shit.
And she made me take it off and take it back in the store and
Welcome
buy
to the
brandy.
United States of America.
Yeah,
Time to
yeah,
roll out
they
the
was
red
going off.
carpet on y'all.
Oh,
Yeah.
they was going off like, but love Luda though, man. I'm still a big fan. When Luda drops a project, I'm listening. I love Luda. He killed it, man. He killed it, and then Chocolate Dropper came in just being his stupid self as always. It was a nice, funny take on it, but that was an amazing thing as well. So you got to check that out too
Yeah.
when you
I
get
mean,
to
I'm
see it.
excited to look at that one. I gotta
Yeah.
check that one out for sure.
Of course, sticking with Kevin Hart, I know the Real Husbands of Hollywood made an appearance, and me and Chaz was talking about this, and I said, I don't understand how that show does not get enough credit. That show does not get the credit that it deserves. That show is hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, it is hilarious. Every episode is funny. And they're talking about their real lives, and Kevin Hart did like a little funny segment on there. So if you haven't had a chance, go check it out. But all that was amazing. But I do want to go to the Icon Awards. Um, I want to first talk about Mariah Carey. She deserved it. Mariah Carey is a legend. She's one of the queens of um of music. She performed yesterday, and baby, she was stiff. Raven, she was she was stiff. Yeah, whew, she didn't do a lot of moving. She kind of just stood there, and did her thing. But it's Mariah Carey. We're gonna respect the queen. She's old. She pushing 60, so I understand her not jumping around like she ain't got no sense. But she definitely was worthy of her award, man. Mariah Carey has had hit after hit after hit after hit. You know, uh, she's a legend. That's it. Of course, Snoop Dogg got his flowers. You know, he Snoop Dogg. Dr. Dre said it perfectly. Snoop Dogg is the only person that made gangster rap music, violent music, and then also in the same person can be the face of the 2024 Summer Olympics.
Man, facts. Facts.
I always say this about Snoop. Let me know what you think about this flight. My favorite line for Snoop Dogg is Snoop Dogg he's finished with the main story and he's just doing side missions.
Oh yeah, definitely side missions. The Summer Olympics was a side mission.
Him narrating National Geographic,
Side mission. Him having
Martha
that show,
Stewart.
a side mission. If I'm not mistaken, either I think he not this Olympics, but was it 2020 where he did that joint with Kevin Hart?
The show.
The show side mission. For the Tokyo Olympics, because this year it was Kenan Thompson and Kevin Hart for this past Olympics.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, because that was the COVID.
Huh?
That was the COVID Olympics.
Yeah.
Raven said, Mariah Carey said she never got a BET award. That's why people don't take them seriously because how? Well, Raven, we've already we've had this discussion on taking it serious. I think I don't understand what they judge stuff off of in a sense. I feel like, Mariah Carey definitely should have gotten an award in some time in her past doing something. But we'll get to that awards in here in a little bit. But having
my fault. I was just gonna say, I mean, you could tell that they don't they don't even know what they're doing, because I was looking at the award winners and everything, and then I came across the category of best group. I believe.
Okay. I don't know who won. I didn't really pay attention to winners and stuff.
Future and Metro Boomin won best group. That's not a group. That's a collab.
Who was nominated? If you don't mind me asking.
Future and Metro Boomin, who won. 41. Common and Pete Rock. Drake and Party Next Door. Flo. Jacquees and Dej Loaf. Larry June, 2 Chainz, and The Alchemist. And Maverick City Music. Maverick City Music is the only group in there. Everybody else is collabs.
I didn't know
they are solo artists who came for a project or who worked on a song. I don't know much. I don't know who 41 and Flo is. Forgive my
41. They look like some little kids. I seen they were nominated for something. I was like, who
so I don't know who 41. I don't know who 41 and Flo is. Respect to them. But everybody else outside of Maverick City Music are collabs. That is not a group. That is not a group. Like that I saw that and I don't care. Men have never been a group. Ever. Metro Boomin is not he's a producer. Like, come on, bro. He ain't rapping. He ain't rapping. He ain't contributing nothing lyrically to any track.
And go play some drums.
Come on, man. Like, man, bro. That's why. That's why.
No, that's one. And since we're here now, before I get into Jamie Foxx, there was another award too that I just absolutely lost it on, and that was the best female rap artist, and that category, of course, was stiff, but it was Doechii taking it over Big Glow. And so I think I have right here. This is my reaction to what happened the moment I found out Big Glow lost that lineup. Here we go. Let me see if I can play.
Big Glow.
If not Big Glow,
Doechii got one song, and that anxiety. If Big Lo
She
did,
just beat out Big Low, who probably had one of the biggest years. I'm gonna take a shower. I was I was highly disappointed. I was highly disappointed because I said, "What, Big Low?"
Yeah, you definitely a big Glow fan for sure.
She had one of the biggest years. Don't she had a
I
moment?
mean,
She
she
did.
got the best gospel song award.
That's the award they want to give her because she had one song.
That I saw that and I was just like, okay, BET.
That's the thing. You don't give a best rap artist. I feel like y'all gave Doechii that award so she can go up there and give a little statement.
I mean, I'm not going to discredit Doechii.
I'm yeah, you're right.
I
I'm not
understand where
trying to discredit her.
I understand where you're coming from.
I'm not
Let me
trying
get
to
that.
discredit her.
I
But
definitely understand where you coming from.
everybody on the list was worthy.
But
Everybody was on the
didn't
list.
Doechii win a Grammy too?
Yeah, you know how they do. You know
The,
Grammy give you a little boost.
the Grammy boost. Now, credit to her. Her album is crazy. So she been rapping, but Glow been having a year. I don't know if Glow's album is better than Doechii's, but I also see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I
Glow.
also see where you're coming from. I felt like they knew people would be upset that Glow didn't win Best Female Hip Hop Artist. So they was like, well, she got to win an award. It's Glorilla. Let's give
I
her
think
gospel
even
song because
Glow
she
was a
ain't
little surprised when she won the when
best.
she
Yeah,
when she
that was
won.
her
She
first
said something
award.
like, "Yeah,
That's her
yeah."
first BET award.
And she was like, even though I was nominated for, so I forgot how she worded it, but even then she was like, I don't think she knew she was gonna win that one. I don't think she knew she was gonna get that one.
Shit, that's funny. It's giving comedian.
Hey Raven, I know. I said I want one too. I want one of them mics. I feel like I
God.
get tired of holding it, but if I could switch to it when I want it, like let's say I wanted to show everybody something, I can move my chair out the way and I can step back and I have my mic so you can still hear me
Nah,
on
yeah,
everything.
nah, yeah. I'm definitely gonna figure out where I
Yeah,
can get one
send me
because
that
this is
link too.
definitely enjoyable for podcast purposes. This is definitely way more enjoyable. I'm not
And you
gonna
know
lie,
where I would really like that when I do my watch parties.
man. Yeah, especially
Yeah,
where you're doing them out in the crib. Yeah,
yeah.
that would definitely go
Yeah,
crazy for
I can.
sure.
We can like when I have other people, like I can give them the mic, or or have two and have. I'm sure two of them can. Anyways, um, the Icon Award really the one that took the cake was Jamie Foxx. One of the best moments of the night. Jamie Foxx received his flowers, and he had an all-star cast that did his tribute, presented by Stevie Wonder, Babyface singing, Dougie Fresh, T-Pain, Teddy Riley, Jennifer Hudson.
Man,
Jennifer, I put it on Facebook and I said she just reminded the entire world that she is more than a talk show host.
yeah,
Don't forget I can sing.
yeah.
She's man, me and Raven, no, we was both like she sang her behind. I don't even know what song she was singing. It don't even matter because she killed it. But I told Chaz when we were sitting there watching it though, Fly, I said this has to be a surreal moment for Jamie because
Yeah.
a few years ago he probably wouldn't even think that he would have been here to see his tribute. Like I know some people probably there's probably been some people out here that's probably avoided death like Flight, you was in a rough situation, you looked at something, but and you had to face your own demons and stuff, but to be able to be on that bed and the stories that he tell about what was happening and to be watching people like and he said it himself. He said when I was watching the memoriam, he was thinking that could be It's not funny. But let me Mitch has BT messed up. They shouldn't have put him right after the memoriam. they they should
Oh
have
yeah.
gave. They should have. It's not. You just see that. It's like I didn't even realize it until he said it. And when Jamie was like, he's like, he's like, I was watching him. I was watching the memoriam, man. And he had like, and when I got to thinking about it, when that little pause, I was like, that is tough. Like you watching it, like all jokes, taking all the jokes out of it. You're watching that thinking that was about to be me, but I'm
For
here
sure.
watching these legends do tributes for me.
Exactly.
I was like that. It was more emotional for me watching him watch the tribute more than his actual speech himself. Because the nigga funny, man.
Yeah.
he,
He's
just,
hilarious, bro.
no,
One of
Jamie
the
Foxx.
most talented, one of the
Oh
most
my god,
talented
you
individuals
just took the
in
words out
show
of my
business,
mouth.
bro.
You just took the
I've
words out of my mouth.
always thought Jamie Foxx was one of the most talented individuals in show business,
He's
bro.
the most talented human being that we probably have ever witnessed in
Witness,
the entertainment industry.
man.
He is an A-list recording artist. He is an A-list Oscar-winning actor, and he's an A-list comedian. If you don't want to give him A-list, he is a B-list comedian. He does it all at an exceptionally high level.
Dude
And
is
he is one
goated,
of
man.
the probably the I'm taking him over. I don't even know no white people. There's talented white people. I'm not saying, but I don't even know like who can do all three.
Ain't that the triple? What's they call it? Triple threat or something?
Um,
That's what the triple
well
threat is?
when you win the
Oh, that's the awards. Okay, never
yeah,
mind.
you when you
Like
win
TV
when you
talent.
sweep everything, you win the Tonys, the Oscars, the Grammy, the EGOT, the Emmys, the Grammys, the Oscars, the Tonys.
Has he done that?
No,
Okay, I'm about to say
no. The Tony, I think Tony's is television.
television. Okay,
I think so. Yeah. I think the Tony's TV.
great show by the way, Jamie Foxx show. Great show.
Facts. It's in the top 5 of
Yeah, great show.
90s black black
Great
sitcoms.
show.
But Jamie Foxx, man, I'm such a fan. I'm such a fan of Jamie Foxx. So it was a lot. It meant a lot to watch it. His speech was great too. I love when Stevie Wonder walked up on him. He said, "Stevie, you almost got elbowed." He said, and then he said, I was gonna say a bad joke, but not after the Oscars. Or is it is it ERGOT? I thought it was an EGOT. ERGOT.
What's the
So what's the
R?
R? I know it's Emmys, Grammys, Oscars, Tonys. I don't know what the R is. But anyways, Keith, let me know what the R is in the chat. But I was happy for that.
Spell check. The auto.
Oh, maybe it is.
It
Maybe
could have
it
been the
is.
auto thing.
Maybe it is. But I wanted to give Key the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she knew something I didn't. But maybe. But yeah, so I mean, it was an amazing show last night, bro. I mean, just everything was well done. Kai Cenat, Drewski, and Kevin Hart, the trio came back together again. You know, I don't know if you've seen the interaction between Kai and Wale.
I did see it.
What was your take on that?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean,
well, let the chat know if they didn't get a chance to let them know what you saw.
So basically, basically the gist of it is Wale was upset that Kai didn't recognize who he was. That's it. It's just I don't know. I can't let you know. Raven said that she under the bus she is thrown.
I know Kai ran into Wale in the hallway and said something, and when he left,
he saw
from
Snoop
him,
Dogg.
well, no, in the hallway at first he saw him, and then he went to his chat afterwards, and he was the chat was saying, "Oh, you just met." He said, "Oh, that was Wale. Who's Wale? Wale?" And then I think whoever's with him said Wale, and he was like, "Oh, Wale. Oh," and he was
and
like,
what Wale got to understand is that Kai Cenat is 21 or 22.
23.
Oh, he's 23. Okay.
Yeah.
How long has it been for an R for real, nigga? God damn it, Raven. When is when was the last time Wale came out with an album?
Wale, I can see Wale in Walmart and don't even know who he is.
You know what I'm saying? It's been a minute since Wale has touched music.
Why
Like,
does Wale think he's
what?
why
I'm
does
not.
Wale think he's big enough that people just know who he is at
I
the
mean,
point of
what?
sight?
I'm not going. Let's not get it twisted. Wale,
What? No, no, no.
Wale got it.
Wale has made some good songs, but Wale is
Wale.
not at the level where he just gonna be.
There was a
Wale has been a crybaby the last couple of years.
Wale. I'm saying there was a time. There was a point in time where
Yes,
Wale
yeah.
was, and I don't. I think. Thank you, Kay. Wale is for the millennials. Like, Kai Cenat is not going to know who Wale is. And Wale hasn't really just dropped any music since Kai has been popping. Kai is 23, you said?
Mm-hmm.
The last time Wale probably dropped an album where it was popping, where he was at the peak of his career, Kai was probably 15. And Wale is not making music to where 15-year-olds at the time was really jamming, I don't think. I mean, personally, I was sophomore in college when I was listening to Wale. So
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
rap. He rap.
Yeah. I don't. I'm just thinking like.
I thought it was crazy for him to kind of like, for lack of better terms, press Kai about that. And I'm sure Wale knew Kai was streaming too. So that's even, well, I'm not gonna say I'm sure. If he knew Kai was streaming and he still pressed the issue, that's kind of weak. Like, don't do that, bro. Like, because now you just like, it looks like from the outside looking in, like you trying to be relevant and you know who to press or who to get attention from, because you know Kai is the one of the biggest things walking on this world right now. So, he hasn't dropped in over 10 years.
Yeah,
My
that's
point
crazy.
exactly. So he was 13. No 13-year-old listening to Wale, dog.
Facts.
That's just my opinion. No 13-year-old is listening to Wale. I don't think he ain't making music for 13-year-olds to really jam. So of course Kai not gonna know who he is. It's not like Kai was Duke Dennis age. Like, Duke Dennis our age. So yeah, Duke Dennis gonna know who Wale is. Kai is not. You gotta realize Duke was 23 when Wale dropped something. Or 21. Well, I don't know. I don't know how old Duke is. I know he around our age. So, but yeah, I think it was kind of crazy for Wale to kind of press Kai on that. That was kind of weird.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. It was definitely one of them things where it's just one of the things where you shouldn't be so self-centered that you just you just assume that people just know who you are. Like, introduce yourself. I think even Charlamagne was saying that even Beyonce, he said he seen Beyonce walk into a room and introduce herself. Like, and she's one that probably don't need to introduce herself.
That's somebody, you
But
know
you
what I'm
just something
saying?
that you
Like,
do. You just don't just assume that people know who you
and
are.
that says a lot about Beyonce and then a lot about Wale. One of the biggest artists on this planet will walk into a room and introduce herself. Whereas Wale, talented artist, you pressing somebody for not knowing who you are. Just introduce yourself. It's okay. It should be refreshing, honestly. I would think you would get tired of Wale. It would be refreshing that somebody don't know who you are and you get a chance to introduce yourself. I feel like that would be refreshing. I could be tweaking, but I feel like that would be refreshing. Being at the stature that I'm at, I can introduce myself to somebody else.
Right. And yeah, and being able to, the only Wale song I know, here there's a question on my heart. You got it.
Oh, well, Usher. Anyone but you.
I need me a mic like that so I can really do some work.
Yeah.
Nah, but man, the BET Awards, man, it was a great time, man. I really, 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 really enjoyed the show. It was a couple people that didn't show up, but it definitely had some stars in the building, man. Kerry Washington, Tisha Campbell, and Tashina Arnold were still looking like them. Gina and Pam
still look good, man.
Man, they looked amazing. Man.
Kerry Washington look good too.
Kerry gonna look the same until she's 70.
Yeah.
who else was I saw? Tyler Perry was in the building last night. Of course, Jamie. Of course, Snoop and Dr. Dre. Um, DC Young Fly. I mean,
I
everybody
seen
looked nice. They looked sharp. They was clean. Young Thug had that stupid squirrel mask on.
I didn't see that. Or I did see that. I saw that red carpet, but I saw
Yeah,
that I saw SZA introduced Kai to Kendrick Lamar. And Drewski and Kai was together, and that was a quote unquote kind of big thing because Kai and Drewski are cool with Drake. And so
yeah,
they say people like to overanalyze things. Kai dapped him up and he was like, "Nice to meet you, bro." Kendrick was like, "Nice to meet you," and everything. Drewski didn't say anything to Kendrick Lamar, from what I saw.
oh, you
So
can speak to him.
yeah, people was making a big ordeal out of that. Definitely a lot of love between SZA and Kai, obviously. If you in that streaming world, you've been paying attention to Kai and SZA. They've been cool for a minute. Kai went crazy when SZA recognized who he was. She didn't brought him
Yeah,
to when she was on tour, solo dolo. She brought him out. She came on the stream, one of his Mafia-thon streams. Her and Lizzo. She showed Kai a lot of love, so that was dope to see them interact.
yeah. It was a start. So I saw Jason Lee. Like I see Keith said, Taraji, of
Yeah,
course, was in the building. Cam Newton, of course, he got the new
yeah, in the
show
building.
coming out, 106 in Sports.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm intrigued to see how that's going.
yeah, I wasn't really a big fan
Yeah,
of that
I'm
reveal.
intrigued to see how that's going to be.
Yeah, but nonetheless, like I said, it was a great show last night, man. Shout out to the BET Awards. But of course, it's one of them celebration shows. So the 45th, the 25th, the 30th, the 25th.
A lot of
It's one of them.
milestones.
My thing is, them normally the good shows. So how is 46 gonna be? 47. I know 50 gonna be off the chain.
Yeah,
50 gonna be off the freaking chain.
but in order for 50 to be like, obviously, 50 gonna be off the chain off the strength of you know, of the time. 50 is a big milestone, right?
Right.
But I think what's really gonna keep that more intriguing for how 50 is gonna look is how everything leading up to it. You can't just have 45 be kind of hit and then 46 through 49 be duds. Like you go back to like what 44 was. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
You
you
got to keep
can
that.
because then if you come out with 50 and then you got these nostalgias
I'm
and you
saying no, you
give it
can't
like a
come out
new
with
group.
it being 44 was terrible.
Last year? Yeah, it was.
You can't come out with something terrible. You got to like, I'm not saying be as good as 45, but you can't be as bad as 44.
Yeah. Yeah. Or well, true.
You got to find that middle ground, at least to last you all the way up to 50.
Yeah, you bring back a Chris Brown. Yeah. I thought the little segment that
We get it, Key.
I thought the little segment with Kevin Hart was dressed like Usher. He had the red jacket on.
Yeah.
And he was trying to give what's her? I forgot. What's her name?
Kerry Washington.
Yeah, her. But I'm Gina. Tisha Campbell.
Tisha
He was
Campbell.
trying to give Tisha Campbell and then just them two interacting. Just it brought back so much '90s vibes. With that, but they need Raven. That is 100% accurate. They need to keep the dress code too. That's why I said everybody looked nice, man. Everybody looked good. It was really elegant last night, and that's how it should be. I still think it's some room for improvement. We should still have some superstars there. I mean, the thing is, y'all live there. Y'all live in LA. Just get in your Bentley and get downtown.
Yeah,
y'all live there. Mostly all of y'all live there. Everybody lives in LA except Tyler Perry. And I'm sure he has a home out there. He does. Because I remember when we did the Hollywood tour, they were like, oh, that's Tyler Perry's home sitting on top of the hill. Look like a compound.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I enjoyed the award show. I hate that people that didn't watch it because they were just so tuned into us. I was trying to watch that and Raw at the same time. But it was a dope show, dope performances. It was late. It went off about 11:40, but it was an awesome time, man.
4 hours and 40 minutes or something like that.
Man, it was a long time. Some 7 to 11:30. So yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, see, that was Raven just said. Look, she just said they need an earlier start time for starters, longer than the church. So they just need to cut it down. I don't think we need to do 4 icons. Them icons are gonna, if you really think about them, icons are gonna be 25 minutes a piece. Because you
Right.
have to go through the tribute part, and then Jamie didn't perform, but the other ones they all performed after that. So that you know, it's just a lot going on. So I think they didn't need to do 4, maybe 2. The boy Torrance said, "Well, boy, Flight looking sharp, not sharp."
Yeah. Okay, thanks, bro.
Nah, Key, I said the same thing because it was so funny, Key. When Glow came out, I didn't say this out loud. I told you I was thinking it. I said, "Look at Glow. She all covered up and dressed, looking real nice. Got like a little different vibe going on." And then them people picked her up and put her on the little bar thing, and she started twerking. I said, "Okay, that's only the front I see."
That's
The whole front of her outfit was a suit, but the back just nothing but thong. I said, "All right, well, I guess it's hard to hide it, man, but it's still big Glow.
I guess it's hard to hide.
It's still Big Glow today. I die, man. So it's all right. But no, I mean, I hope y'all enjoyed the BET Awards. If you liked it, let me know what you thought about the comments. Let me know what was your favorite performance of the night. Man, T.I. killed it too. So let me know what was your favorite performance of the night, and what do you think they need to do next year to top this year. Also, the BET Awards normally happens a lot later in the month too. It happened real early this year because normally it's like the June 20th something. So the fact that they had it on June 9th, it was a lot earlier than what it normally be when it normally airs. And it was on a Monday too, which is very weird. But I think the Tonys was yesterday as well. So that's probably they didn't want to compete with them Academy Awards.
Got you. Probably
you're not gonna win that battle.
Not at all.
The Academy Awards and the NBA Finals, yeah, you're not gonna win. You're not
winning that.
You're not winning that at all. The front was the gospel. Put this on here. The front was the gospel and the back was the rap nominee. Flight, any announcements coming up? I think we should be live on next Tuesday. I might have a bare background, but I think we can go live next Tuesday. I am in the process of moving, y'all, so we'll keep it there. But I'm almost sure that we can go live next Tuesday, even if I just have a bare background. Just take everything down and put it in the box. Check out the videos that we've been posting on the channel. A lot of movie stuff. The DCM movie talk. I dropped episode 4 on Sunday. A lot of good movie information, movie news. If you want to get caught up on some movie stuff, definitely check in on that. Definitely got a lot of a lot of trailer reactions and different videos. I do have a video on my thoughts on the BET Awards that I shot last night, literally right after the awards went off. So let me know. Go like that. Flight has his Vino Flight Gaming. You can catch that in the description of this video. I'm gonna add it afterwards, post show. But if you need to, it's a description on all the videos. You'll see all of Flight's Twitches and YouTubes. I mean, and Instagrams and all that to go like his video NBA content. So any announcement that I might have missed? That is it. We have some big things coming up. We're cooking on always improving, man. We've improved. We've done nothing but improve since we started this show a long time ago on Twitch, and so we've done nothing but continue to grow. And me and Flight was talking in pre-production. We have some ways that we're going to continue to grow, and from a production standpoint. So we can't wait to be able to unveil all of that later this summer. Of course, DCM Sports Talk is coming later this summer as well, right before the start of football season, which them Texans have started camp today. And my boy CJ Stroud was out there dropping dimes like he always do. It is now almost close to football season. So I hope you all have a awesome Tuesday. This is your boy Peachy Perfect.
I'm Vino Flight.
And we are out, and we'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Really got all the hits.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I got a family to feed, so I can't be lazy. I gotta smoke a little weed, so I don't go crazy. See, they been hating on the G.